Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Guess I'll keep using the black from the start. Brown too much. All right. Whatever. Hello. Hi. Um. Yeah. So it turns out the resolution difference between my two monitors occasionally was making my model like the window that it was capturing change resolution. So like yeah, I don't understand why it was doing it either. I think my computer was trying to move the the window that I capture for my model to the monitor with the higher resolution, which in turn makes the overall window larger that OBS is capturing. So suddenly I go from being like centered where I am in place to being much larger, but also like way further off to the right and down. Um, I had to kind of lock the the window into the other monitor via some mild black magic, but that and I also should not go as wonky up and down as I was before. Uh, for some reason, my like vertical placement limit got reset. So like um I was unrestricted in rising and falling, so to speak, which is kind of neat, but if I were to squat ever so slightly, it was like amplifying that shit. Not very helpful. Alright, we need to get some more black on this dude so that we can, do some metallics. Oh, there goes my cat. Hey, baby. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, let's... So for now, I'm gonna continue using the GW Abaddon Black just to get a consistent base color for the metallics to go over. Um, I did pick up a Pro Acryl black, but I think it's more of like a dark blue-gray type black. And while it probably doesn't matter because we're covering it up with metallics, it does bother my stupid little peanut brain. So I'll just continue and finish up with the Abaddon Black and use the Pro Acryl for the next thing that I need black for, which I'm sure will come up soon. Um, since right now my focus is getting all of these metal bits to not be white, because like, it's not like the worst thing to cover like a white base with a metallic, but it'll come out really, really bright. And for some metallic colors, it won't work like at all. Um, Good examples of things that straight up won't work over a white base coat is most of the color shift type paints that are on the market. There are, I guess, technically a couple that do work on lighter base coats, but those are more designed to like go on something that's been what's the name of it? Oh, jeez. Like base coated black and then heavily dry brushed with a white, so that it creates like a more natural gradient for the metallic. But like outside of like I'm rambling, outside of some outliers in pretty much any metallic is going to look more natural and less out of place. Uh, less, I don't know, immediately eye-catching, I guess, in some regards. Like, anything that you don't want to necessarily be, like, super clean metal should definitely have black. I can maybe argue a lighter base coat for some really bright silvers or something, but even then you might just be better off starting with black and like a darker silver and building up to that bright one. Yeah, that seems like the smarter move on there. So, oh God, I really don't like working with this stuff. I said it before, but like I always forget until I'm like working with it and it's on my paintbrush and I'm like, I don't want this on my paintbrush anymore. I guess it means I don't dilly-dally while trying to get these metallics base coated, but it's still, I don't know, not it's a not satisfying paint to put on to a model in my opinion. But I do think we're actually getting pretty close to the point at which I would consider being done with this step, and that would be great. I want to move on to other things. I need to figure out what I'm doing with all this flesh. Um, the official model has a lot of dark flesh tones and then like black fur, and it's really clear that like this area is flesh versus that area being fur. But I'm not 100% I want to go that route on this guy, if I'm being honest. Let's see, so these are actually blades, like metal blades augmented into the little rat man. So they need to be black. Um, ooh, so some black in there, black over here. Appears to have a knife grafted to that arm, so this is also black. I don't know for sure what I want to do with this thing. I don't think it's metal. That one might be bone. Fortunately, I'm using my phone to move, so like I can't see what the official paint job did. Yeah, I don't know where that box went. I'm not gonna waste a bunch of time looking for it. We'll just move on. We'll assume that it's bare minimum covered in some kind of growth, right? Still lots of up and down. Yeah, it does look organic. So at the very least, it's covered in some sort of growth that would probably be flesh colored. Sorry, some of the up and down is me, and some of the up and down is being augmented by, like, my capture program. Some movements, for whatever reason, get exaggerated. And I think up and down seems to be one where it is like it's being accounted for on the tracking side already, and then VNyan is accounting for it too. It's like I'm hardly bobbing at all, and I can see myself going like up and down. Oh well, I'll mess with it later. For now, let's get this all painted. I need more paint on my palette. That's what I need. I need to clean my brush and put some more black on. Ah. All right. Let's see. What did I do with it? It was just in my hand. Oh, right. My brain like doesn't even recognize the bottle as black for some reason. I think maybe the little red base sticker is like causing my brain to translate the color next to it as more red than it is. I don't know. Brain hole. Let's get some more on that palette. Yeah. I should not have put my water way over there, but that's okay. I don't have anywhere to put it over here. Oh. All right. Yeah. Let's keep going. So I did double check like fabric colors for this guy. As I was saying in the last stream, oh boy, I got way too much water in my brush. It turned it into ink. Inky, inky, ink. Nope. Okay, as I was saying, in the last stream, I mentioned that this guy in particular isn't going to necessarily match the overall color scheme of my Skaven army, because this guy is on, I don't know, retainer or whatever from Clan Mulder, which is the big lore Skaven clan that does all weird body horror stuff. They make all the rat ogres, and they make these guys, and stuff like that. So that's like a whole area of Skaven tech that my homebrew clan does not um, know a whole lot about. They're kind of dumb when it comes to that stuff. So, like the rat ogres and um, this guy are all going to be on loan from Clan Mulder, which means that he gets orange fabric, which is fun. I don't get to paint a whole lot of orange. This chain is really pissing me off. I don't know if you can actually see what I'm trying to get at very well in here, but this back side of these chains is like torture. Um, Fortunately, I guess I could pop him off his base. That would make it a little easier, but not as much as I would like. Alright, I think some of this stuff needs to Oh wait, nope, there's a big spot right there. Look at that, look at that. How do I miss all of that? Also, this paint's coverage is but that's also probably because I got too much water in it. Too thin, but also kinda but. Okay. I think I actually do want to start on some of this fabric down here. Just the quick base coat, because painting orange is kind of weird. Orange as a color is kind of really hard to get a good base coat with. Uh, can I lean to the right like this? Or like this? Is I drifting too much into the webcam? Sorry, I was kind of leaning the other way in order to find the paint that I need, which is this. This is the base orange. It does not... Oh, wow, it looks way more orange on my screen in front of me, but it is assuredly a rather pale orange. Um, really bright oranges have very bad coverage because orange is similar to yellow in being just kind of a crappy pigment. It's not as bad as yellow, like, but it's weirder because like yellow you can start with a dark yellow. He didn't lean. I don't lean. Like this? Is this to the right? uh well, here's the thing is that like if I lean sometimes I just kind of drift left and right until I'm out of like tracking, but I can kind of lean. Is that what you're looking for? I'm gonna shake this paint while I lean, I guess. Because the coverage on this isn't great either, but cool. But it's better than a bright orange. And it is kind of a meme because of the color, but also I kind of like it. And maybe depending on your screen's color tone at home, it may look more vibrant or more like what I'm looking at in real life, which is sort of, I don't know, it's definitely something I would describe as orange, I guess, but it's like, it's orange in the way that the fruit is orange sometimes. Not like one of them super shiny oranges, but like just a matte kind of, I don't know, orange. It's not like caution traffic cone orange, I guess. But going over this yellowish white is gonna give it a little bit more warmth too once it's on the model. I think the last time I used this paint was actually like 3 or 3.5 years ago. I used it for base coating some pants for some poxwalkers, I think. That sounds right. I'm pretty sure a couple of those stupid zombies have orange pants. But I don't think I've actually used this color since then. I think the closest thing that I've used was probably the quote unquote squig orange, or it's really a red. It layers into reds more than it layers into oranges, but it's another color that is similar to this one in that it's you would expect it to be more vibrant than it is, but because it's a base paint and it's trying to accomplish a kind of strange tone as opposed to just like fire hydrant red or whatever, it ends up being kind of muted. Yeah. I think what it is Games Workshop probably uses like a white or something as like filler to improve coverage. Maybe not necessarily a white, but some filler that they use to improve coverage between their layer paints and their base paints is kind of known for making colors that are more muted. Like, I don't know. I remember reading about it in like 2003 or something way back. I don't remember exactly when, but like back when they first introduced what we modern day look at as their base paint line. I'm probably going to need more orange, but I'm honestly pretty happy with the way that this is coming out on it. So that's cool. I actually do like this fabric color for Skaven. I don't know, something about orange fabric on Ratman makes sense in my brain. Particularly these gross ones. So this month's Humble Bundles got Dark Tide in it. And I've been holding off on that game for a while. So, oh, maybe I'll stream it at some point. I can't find anyone to play with anymore. Alright. Where were we? This pot over here. We get done with this area, we can move on to, I don't know, some flesh, I guess. I got at least a decent idea where to start on some of this stuff. Ow! Banged my knee on the table. Oh. I definitely need to put more paint on my palette. Dude, I'm getting into the watery zone. Alright, let's clean my brush and get some more paint. Ah. Okay. We don't need a ton of paint, but we need enough to get through the rest of this cloth. Sorry if I'm quiet. I'm just trying to not get a bunch of orange onto the black we just did. But also get all of this fabric behind these pipes. Yeah, this guy's gonna... Hold on. There we go. Alright, now we can get in underneath all those places that you can't even see anyway, but like putting some color there gives, I don't know, the feel that there's more, instead of being like, oh, the back of that fabric's white, or oh, even though like up in here, underneath here is gonna be in shadow, um, it'll still like, I don't know, kind of have the tone. Something about it'll carry through. Makes it feel more done. More complete, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Alright. This is looking pretty good. Yeah. Ah. He doesn't fall out of my hand repeatedly anyway. Yeah. Okay, so next we're gonna come in with Citadel's Bugman's Glow. It's kind of a nice um, dwarfy, dark, tanned skin tone. It's my usual go-to for any kind of distressed flesh. If it's upset, it's probably gonna start with this color. And it's probably going to get a lot of purples and crimson washes and stuff. So let's get some of this onto our palette here. Since I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with all of it, I can start with the very definitely messed with flesh. Let's, yeah, my whole arm and frame, whatever. Sorry. So we're going to start up here where we know the flesh up here is kind of definitely bloated and molded into a shape that it's not entirely happy to be in, isn't entirely natural to be in around all of this machinery and stuff, right? I mean, we're really gonna layer up through a lot of different shades of different kinds of swelling, and it'll look sufficiently gross, but it's all gotta start with something. Yeah, man, as we get more colors on this guy, I'm getting more excited to see him done and like messing up my bros on a table. Not gonna lie. Sometimes I paint something and like, I don't know, partway through I'm like, oh, this is really boring. But like I'll see it through because I know, either the payoff is worth it or like I know it's just I'm tired of painting the kind of thing that I am actively painting at that time, but this guy's got a lot of different things happening, which gives it a lot of variety. It's I would describe this as medium, maybe medium large. Like it's big, but some of those centerpiece models are absolutely in I twisted his foot. Absolutely enormous. Let's fix your foot real fast. There we go. Like even in Skaven, this is like relatively medium sized. They've got some big stuff like Screaming Bells are real big, but like also a vehicle technically, so that kind of tracks. Then you've got like all the Vermin Lords are pretty big. The new Vermin Lord is big. And like when I say big, I mean like that is the difference in size. Where my hand is about the difference in height, I think. I think I'm getting that right. The Vermin Lords are quite tall, but even then they're like not that big compared to things like Nagash, Archeon. Those models are huge. Oh, but a lot of those models, kind of have less going on in a lot of ways, I guess, thinking about it for a minute. So we're gonna use some of this down here on this fleshy bone appendage thing. Um, yeah, some of this is definitely getting. Yeah, looking nice and gross down here. Um, I have a couple other flesh tones that I want to work through for like the body and the head. Um, let's see, where else is definitely, oh yeah, that's the shoulder I was looking for. This patch right here has been branded, so it's definitely inflamed in some capacity. Should get hit with this before I move on. There's some missed spots of orange down here that I just saw, so I'm gonna fix that. Give me some of that orange. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, some definitely like revealed torn flash of some kind down here. So let's grab some of that, put that down here. A little bit there, right here. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Um, the feet. Yeah, we can base coat the feet in this one. And probably end up in a lighter tone. Because I don't think the feet are very meaty, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. A lot of times when it comes to like flesh tones and flash on models, I just kind of wing it until I get to what I'm looking for. Sorry, I just realized I was probably holding them slightly out of frame. Well, maybe not. Maybe just a little. Oh, yeah, also this is the color that I use for rat tails, so we'll get his tail while I'm doing it. Oh, seriously, when I'm painting, sometimes I just need to like remember to breathe. Otherwise, I may or may not be doing that. And I mean, sometimes it's just a matter of, oh, I'm holding my breath to like not wiggle both the brush and the model or whatever, but sometimes I'm just not thinking about it. I'm thinking about getting the paint on the model, man. One track mind, I guess. Don't get me wrong, I'll remember to breathe before like anything bad happens, but like it's one of those things where like I'll just stop and be like, "Oh, I was definitely holding my breath for a minute there. I gotta breathe." Everyone should breathe. It's good for you. Oh, man, I'm running out of paint on my palette again, but I've got more rat to cover. Oh, okay, let's reload the palette. We'll go through one more thing of paint, and then I'm gonna call it a night because I'm tired, man. It's been a long day. After doing all of that, like that Chaos Black, the Abaddon Black, this Bugman's Glow has like comically good coverage in comparison. Even the orange had way better coverage. But like I don't know if anything is just like black in the way that Abaddon Black is. I don't think there's anything comparable in the Pro Acryl line for like the specific tone of black that Abaddon Black is. It's weird. Alright, cool. Getting it. Okay, um, oh yeah, there's still more foot. Great. This guy's got big honking feet, man. I think, I think I've got all the spots that need that color right now until I figure out what is going on with all of this. Cool. I think next time we'll tackle some metallics so that all of this crap isn't black. We'll figure out what we're gonna do with this gauntlet over here. And we'll also hopefully figure out what I'm doing with this fur. I'll figure that out before the next stream. So yeah, cool. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you watching and listening to me ramble about paint and rats. And I will be back at this again real soon. Have a good one. Good night.